Hello friends, my name is Rage Panda 1 and we're back with the Diablo Immortal. You know, we were having a little bit of fun with that yesterday and it got cut short, so I figured why not hop back in. That's exactly what we're gonna do. And of course, the second I start speaking, I have to cough. Why is that still a thing, huh? Why is that still a thing? Now this game is moderately functional with a controller on the PC, but the menus, not so much. Not so much. When last we left off, I think we finished a little dungeone. Now I think that I'm making a lot of progress in levels, so I'm not looking anything up. You might know that's not what I'm about, but I have learned a little bit of stuff. Just in my research trying to figure out if I should even bother playing the game at all. I've learned that my combat rating is based a little bit off of these numbers being added together. And it seems like having these numbers higher is better even if they're not the stats that I particularly care about. So maybe those don't matter all that much. And it seems like to me that maybe I'm getting a little bit extra in terms of experience. So I don't know if they got a catch-up system to make it a little more free-to-play friendly. Maybe they want you to hit that wall a little bit faster so that you start spending, but we're not going to be doing any spending on this game. I just don't think it's worth it. Oh, hey, look, they want me to do spending. Alright, back to our orange quests. Let's see how they go. You know, I wish OBS would give me a link to the stream so that I could link it for people. I want to link it directly in the Discord, but all I've been doing is pinging people that it's happening. Maybe if I looked in my settings, I could find it somewhere, somehow. Suppose I should switch to live chat just in case anybody shows up to chat with me.
Sorry, who is Chelsea? How do you know me?
Oh, forgive me. I got a little overzealous.
It's weird how they have voice acting for some people, but not for others.
A certain scholar?
A certain scholar.
Our friend asked us to greet you when you arrived. Listen, Chelsea
Absolutely spamming the water today.
at the blacksmith, and she'll guide you further.
Probably need some electrolytes in me.
Good luck.
Alright, we're doing it. We're following the footprints. Kind of wish I went for a longer hairstyle now. I got that bob going. Give him the old bob and weave, am I right?
Looking for something in particular?
I don't know, maybe.
Come back if you need something.
I would have been, but he didn't, It's probably too early for me to be worrying about antiquities.
Goodbye.
Dang it, I'm not used to this menu up here. I don't like it.
Excuse me.
I always just leave the chat.
Chelsea? It's you. You're here. Kane is going to be so happy you arrived. Well, let me be among the first to welcome you to Westmarch.
Oh, thanks for welcoming me to
Grand as the
Westmarch.
stories say. I've never been one for cities. Or stories, for that matter. Do you know where I'm supposed to find Elder Kane? Oh, right, of course. Kane has a workshop over to the left of the central square, just beyond the fountain. You know, once I've finished up here, I'll join you two.
Great,
Give you a
she's
proper
gonna
look at
join
the
us.
city. Be safe, all right?
I can't promise anything. I probably won't be safe. I'm gonna try to find the link for this, this live. Just let people know I've been here. It's not really a normal hour, so I want to make sure that people understand that I'm doing it. What's up, Savesu? First in the chatskis. The old chatterinos. I'm just trying to find my actual link to the stream that I am doing now, and I don't know if it's going to let me do that or not. Maybe. Possibly. Wait, why is it showing the wrong thumbnail, though? That's not what I like. That ain't what I like at all. I mean, it's fine. How am I? I got a massive headache. Just the worst. Just the absolute worst. Here we go. Did I do it? I think that's the one. Hey, now we're gaming. See, I feel like I want this game to be a little more zoomed out. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with it so far. I'm wondering if maybe the time-gated stuff will be less annoying to me, because it sounds like there's a lot of stuff to do every day to make progress in this game. But people are mad that you run out of stuff to do, and maybe I wouldn't be dedicating that much time per day anyway. So we'll see. Also, can you just play more than one character? Because that could also relieve the time gating. And I think it's important to think of it as time gating rather than being forced to pay your way in. Lolbits, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Alright, I'm talking to Kane. Talking to Kane. I just want to fight. I was already ready to run out and start fighting stuff. Now, I don't know how long this stream is going to be. Like I said, I do have a massive headache, so I'm just trying to distract myself from it, and I really wanted to play more of this game anyway. So hopefully that'll do the thing. Do I even sleep? Nah, I got a little bit of sleep, but then my kids were screaming in the morning and woke me up. And I had the headache as soon as I woke up, so there was no going back to bed. But no, I don't usually sleep as much as a normal person would. Usually, I get like 4 hours of sleep at most, and it's pretty interrupted sleep. Savesu says, for real? Same here. What did you do? I forgot to put the car in park, so I had to run and jump through the door and hit my head on a car frame when I got home. Well, I think I have basically, I want to say 2.5 bulging discs. I say half because when we did the MRI, there was one of them that was basically weakened, ready to be bulging at any moment, but was not currently in the MRI. I'm pretty sure that I just, I'm doing the carnivore diet I started yesterday, and I think that I actually got real sleep for once instead of fake sleep, where I don't actually ever have a dream or get into the REM state, which is usually how I sleep, unfortunately, due to all the pain issues. I think I actually got real sleep, and I think that when I got real sleep, my head went into a position that was just super uncomfortable for the bulging discs. And now I have just the worst headache.
Well, if we have time, there is another matter.
So, not great, but at least I got some sleep. I guess that's a thing.
Hidden potential, whatever that meant.
I kind of feel like my bed and my pillow suck, but I keep getting a new one, and it keeps not working, so... Could be a reaction to the different diet, but I don't think so. It's the same sort of diet, or it's the same sort of headache that I get all the time when that happens. Normally, the only time that happens is when I have too much to drink, and then my body is too drunk to be kept awake by all of the pain, and then I sleep wrong. But this sort of headache, it kind of goes down into my, I guess I literally have to click no controller for that one. It goes down into my right shoulder blade and then up across the whole top of my head and like into my tooth and stuff. It's the worst. Absolute worst.
The writings I've seen speak of the Elder Rift in the same breath as these
I do have some good pain pills for such an occasion, but they haven't been working. I don't know if they gave me fake pills this time. So I tried ibuprofen first. Now I gotta wait a couple hours to try something else. But you know what? I just really like hanging out with you guys, and that's relaxing to me, so I thought maybe that'll help, you know?
reminds me
probably looking at a screen isn't the best thing, but I'll be a little distracted. My head will be focused on other stuff. Alright, I can't listen to the... I just want to fight. Also, that is so loud. Yeah. Let me fight stuff. I just want to fight stuff. If not fake, send me some. No, I can't do that. I actually have a good doctor for once. I've been so failed by doctors across my whole life. I didn't even ask for pain pills. I was just describing to my doctor the stuff that went on with my spine and how it really has been affecting my ability to get the sort of exercise I want. And like really the hard part for me, seriously, you guys know that I love my kids. Like that's my whole world right there is my babies, man. That's all I care about above anything else. And to not be able to get down on the ground and play with the kids, I was telling my doctor about that. We were talking a little bit about mental health because I was talking about how I can't sleep, and one of the reasons I can't sleep is my mind is racing all the time. And so she was asking me like, what sort of things are you thinking about? And that was one of them. And that's how I ended up getting pain pills. She's like, man, sounds like you are not depressed. It sounds like you just got a lot of hard stuff in your life that you got to deal with. And that was one way to help it. So I don't use them very often. She gives me like what would normally be a 1 month supply, and I usually take 4 to 6 months to use that 1 month supply. But this time they're not doing anything. We're doing a legendary crest to add modifiers to a rift. Guarantees legendary gem drops. So I guess I'll never get any of these. That must be like a paid thing, and that's all you're getting. Yeah, that's what we need. That's what we want. I bet... wow. I bet there's different kinds of those as well. Alright, no, I don't want to get more. I don't want to do that. Should I find a party, or should I just enter solo? I mean, I'll try to find a party. Wow. Is that person Paragon level 589? Am I the weakest link? It does help. The thing that the pain pills do for me is they give me back the freedom to make mistakes. Like, if I go too hard physically and everything hurts really bad, at least I can fix it in a way that doesn't require me to just get totally obliterated drunk. So that's nice. And it makes it so I don't mind going around actually trying to be physically active. I gotta remember the buttons. It's so weird that they're like vastly different than what I would be using in Diablo 3. Look at all the goods. I guess I'm not even gonna fight anything. This guy's huge. There we go. Now we're cooking. Oh, I guess they have it this way so it's easier to aim the actual ability. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like drinking as much as the next guy, but when your pain levels are that high, you gotta get so drunk to make it go away that you feel like dog shit the next day, so not really a fix. It's just passing the buck. And I'm not really the kind of guy that likes to get drunk in the first place. I like to just drink and chill, but I don't really like to... I like to remember what I am doing, you know? I want to have control over my faculties, so I'm not acting like a real jackass. But we all still have our moments, don't we? It feels like my eyeball is, like, pulsing. The worst. Nice. Very cool. Oh! We got the legendary thing, what it said we would get. That's pretty sweet, I guess. I need to just go to my inventory and see what we've got. It's weird because they want me to press B to, like, I want to press A to equip this stuff. I don't want to press B. Oh, I didn't even have those before. Nice. Oh, we coughing. Alcohol is never a problem solver, but it's a great painkiller. I mean, technically it's a solution. Get it? That is a joke. Increase resonance by 30. I don't know what resonance is. Plus 12 combat rating. Your primary attacks and movements slowly charge you up with electricity. Well, that's cool. Now we got that in there. Alright, alright. Bro chill. Ancestral properties. No bonus attributes from a warband. No, I don't want to find a warband. I'll make my own with the homies when the time is right. Oh yeah, I suppose I can salvage all this man, and not being able to use the D-pad to like go through the menu, that's a little rough. Just a little bit.
Job well done.
But I'm glad I can play with controller at all. Because honestly, they didn't have to do that. What is the difference? I'm not sure what the difference is. Yeah, click the thing. Jeez. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to press B. I will never get used to that. That is a thing I will never get used to. So speaking of weird controls in Diablo games, I heard there's a big controversy over people being mad that WASD is usable for movement in Diablo 4. Can you imagine how angry of a person you have to be upset that somebody else has an option of controls in a video game? Morning, Kirla. Welcome to the old streamerino. I can't even, I saw the videos popping up and I couldn't even click on them. I couldn't give them the time of day. Like, what are you talking about? You're upset that there is an option for controls. Just doesn't make sense to me. I think the reason that they're mad is because it is strictly better to use that method if you're using mouse and keyboard. But they don't have to use that. They could do the normal way anyway. So daddy, chill. That's what I say about it. This is the bounty board. I should probably pay attention to these tutorials telling me how to do the main things in the game. Well, not enough about that. You didn't say anything about that. You said this is a bounty board, and that's all.
The legendary gems are hidden.
I guess they just know that I'm a gamer and that I understand what a bounty board is for. I appreciate them not wasting my time then. It's Vic, the Master Jewel Crafter. This is when we get into the pay-to-win stuff. We get to do a certain amount of bounties from what I understand. I don't know what that reward is, but we're going to just pick this one up. We're going to pick it up and we're going to do it.
It's just to the west of my smithy. So if you're ready to go,
Reki, what's up, buddy? Still enjoying ourselves a little Diablo Immortal. I'm surprised that it's actually a good game. It's weird because the videos that I have watched of people who like play the game, man, they seem to love the game. They really seem to love it. I saw a big video about some big person who is very popular is quitting the game. I'm like, oh, this is it. This is the video. Like when I quit Bloodline, that's when you got all the dirt, right? That was all of the angry stuff, all of the, this game sucks. This is why you got to watch out for it. They're not treating you right. So I watched that video so that I could listen to the guy say, look, I know everything I need to know about the game, and I'm here to tell you they are robbing you. And he's like, no, I just got kind of a lot going on. You know, I play a bunch of different games, and the Diablo Immortal was only one of them.
I like that.
But it got to be too much, and I had to drop something, so this was the one that had to go. I'm like, really? That's why he had to quit? So far, the internet at large has good things to say if they've actually played the game. I have heard a couple people. Chaos Cavern played the game, and he was really unhappy about it. So I think this game has the potential to absolutely rob people. I do think that. But I also think that it's their choice if that's what's happening. Because you can easily just not buy the stuff. But it depends on how prevalent the PvP is in the game. And that's why we're doing this little experiment, because we're going to find it out.
Kill these two before anyone else shows up.
I don't think this is the king of pay to win. I think that one video was made when it came out and everybody glommed onto that. I mean, maybe people in PvP get the biggest advantage in this game and that's whatever, but the game is not entirely PvP.
Can you walk?
I've never even considered wanting to do PvP in a Diablo game.
I may need some help getting back to my shop, however.
I mean, I won't think differently when maybe you typed that as I was saying the thing I was already saying. I understand that people are literally like 4 times the strength if they pay enough, and there's just literally no combat at all. But I don't think that PvP is the main thing about the game. Like, the reason that it's egregious in Bloodline is the majority of what you do in the game is PvP. So having that be pay to win in that same way, I mean, look at Neo Geo. He was 4 times the strength of many people as well. I think it's way more egregious in a game where that's the main focus. Yeah, Kirla, I got just the worst headache right now. Kind of feel like half of my head is exploding. My eyeball feels like it's popping out of my head a little bit. Just must have slept wrong. Yeah, Reki, that's my plan. I mean, obviously, I'm having a lot of fun in the game. It's a Diablo game, and they're hitting the notes of a Diablo game. So if the worst thing that happens is I play to the point where I hit a paywall, and then I just don't play anymore, I mean, I'm fine with it. It's not going to break my heart. Also, I look like Mikasa from Attack on Titan right now. Wonder if that was intentional. You can relate? That's too bad. Yeah, I mean, I think that the greedy system is stupid, and I think they're really dumb for doing it. But I've never played this Diablo game, and I just want to try. But because I know how bad their pay-to-win system is, I've already decided I will not spend a dime on this game, no matter what. I'm not even going to let viewers donate money and say, okay, well now spend the money that I gave you because it's my money. I will refund it before I do that because they just don't deserve money for doing the sort of stuff they're doing. But the thing is, the reason why, if you're thinking, if you hate Bloodline being pay to win and you quit that game because of it, then why would you start this game? That's not why I quit Bloodline. This game, it's all completely voluntary and consensual when you're spending money in the game. You know, if you want to make a bad choice and buy a thing that's not worth it, then maybe it's worth it to you and it's none of my business. I think that it's stupid and I don't think people should support it, but that doesn't mean that I can't enjoy the game. With Bloodline, when they're doing this whole campaign of hundreds of fake advertisements, trying to trick people into getting into the game, trying to trick them into spending a couple of dollars just to bait and switch them with everything that comes around the corner, that's when I have a problem. Because then it's not consensual anymore. There are people buying packs that show one thing and then they never get it, and then Bloodline tells them to go to hell, we're not going to help you. So that's the part that I can't support about Bloodline. I don't like the pay-to-win stuff in Bloodline, but I can support a game that's pay-to-win and not feel terribly bad about myself. as long as people know what they're getting, and as long as the company isn't just trying to blatantly rob people. And I think that Goat Games is guilty of blatantly trying to rob people. So that's why there might be a little bit of cognitive dissonance there in some of the viewers wondering why I would even install this game. It's a subtle difference, but important. I'm glad to see you say that the game is great otherwise. Because the couple of other people who have said don't play the game, whatever, they just say they're just writing the whole experience off as completely useless. And I think that it's the sort of thing like with Nickleback and Candy Corn and I don't know, all that sort of stuff. I'm sure there's there's car brands and everything that suffer from it. It just becomes popular to hate the thing. And it's because somebody of some prominence made some sort of joke or reference or negative video. And I think that's exactly what happened here. I think there's a lot of free-to-play value from what I've seen so far. And even if it's only like 10 or 12 hours, I still think that's fine. As far as I'm concerned, I'm having a great time. And even if I hit that paywall and I just start a different class and play through again, I think I'll still be having fun. But we'll see. It's an experiment. Get incapacitated, fool. I want to fight these guys. I want to shoot them with my weapons. I'm still hearing the boxing sounds. I don't know why the audio was a little glitched there. I pre-ordered the Burning Shores. I have that's another one of my pet peeves. I don't like pre-orders. I think they're bad. I know. I always got my little believies. My little believies that are battles that I don't really... Why is it doing this again? Maybe if I was reading, this would make sense to me. Give me your map, fool. Yeah, I was listening to Nickleback for whatever reason there. I think we were listening to just those old songs of various bands and Nickleback came on. And my kid was like, oh my God, why would you listen to Nickleback? I'm like, okay, well, how about we sit here and listen to the song together and then you can tell me if this is just an egregiously terrible song or if it's actually pretty much fine and people just decided that Nickleback was going to be the face of hate against that generic style of music. Really all it is it's hate against the style of music for not being metal enough. And I happen to know that that started with Brian Posehn, who was on a Comedy Central advertisement, and he made a joke that basically said Nickelback should kill themselves for making the soulless music that they make. And that got replayed on an ad over and over and over and over again for months. And that's where the it's cool to hate Nickelback thing started. It was just put into people's heads. And then it got repeated forever. And now everybody's like, yeah, Nickelback's the worst. That's a safe opinion to have. I will be sure to have that opinion because it is safe to have. Many of these people never even having heard Nickelback in the first place. I feel like this game is getting a little bit of that same sort of stuff. Like many people hate it and say you should not play this game. And they don't even know what's in the game. They've never played it. They just saw Asmongold say somebody spent $100,000 in the game. And then it's like, well, yeah, I'm sure somebody could do that for pretty much any mobile game if they wanted to. So I'm not concerned about that. I'm concerned about the fun that I am allowed to have inside the game without $100,000. Because I'm not interested in any of that stuff. What it's going to come down to is that there's going to be time gating. I'm well aware of that. And the real deciding factor of whether this is a fun game or a terrible game is if the time gating is so bad that you literally could not possibly enjoy it, or if maybe you just do your daily stuff and you're happy with that. Maybe you don't have to play the game for 8 hours a day, you know? I love that leap, dude. That leap, just leaping over people like that, that's the best. Like, there's things in this game that I genuinely am truly enjoying. Like, the skills that I have on my character, they seem to have a good enough range and decent enough damage where I feel like a badass, you know? I just feel like a badass, and I like it. Doesn't mean it's perfect, but... I'll tell you what, I think that there are good and bad parts about Asmongold, but the thing that I don't like about Asmongold is that I also am having all of his videos pop up because I have typed in the word Diablo, and Diablo is Blizzard, and then all of a sudden it's Asmongold everywhere. I don't think he's the absolute worst person to ever be alive, but all I see is him reacting to other people's videos, and maybe there will be a day where I do something like that for a specific thing, a specific video that's of great prominence for whatever thing I'm doing at the time. But to do it just like every single day, and that's the majority of your content now, is just reacting to everybody else's content, I think it's kind of gross, especially when he's like the big streamer, right? He's one of the biggest streamers that there's ever been, and he's resorting to just commenting on other people's content. I don't know. I don't know. I think that's just a cheap way to get free content. It works for him, and he doesn't have to put in any effort, so you almost can't blame him. People like to watch it. I just love that skill, because they try to put me in a box, but nobody puts baby in a corner. You know? The abilities a little bit feel like playing Smite to me, which is pretty cool. I kind of hate that I have to hold this basic attack button. Ooh. Wait, what's my potion? Why? I think that's the first time I had to use a potion on controller. Almost lost my whole ass about it. But, so I have seen... I don't watch Asmongold, really. But every now and then you'll see a video and then click on it, you know. The clickbait works sometimes. And I think some of his opinions are good. I believe he shares my opinions on things like pre-orders and all of the pay-to-win stuff. So, not all bad, but he's a little bit... maybe gotten a little arrogant in his day. I would be on hardcore, but I don't think that's allowed on this game, Chaos, and I think you know that. But I would love to be. But only because I intend to never spend a dime on the game. Obviously, if you were paying to win and you lost your hardcore character, man, that would be a sad day, huh? You'd end up on the street, your wife would leave you, she'd be like, nah, man. Alright, give me a second. There's a light that normally is not a problem, but it's a problem right now because of the headache. I gotta turn this off. Which means I gotta go turn a different one on so I can actually see and function. Great success. There we go. I fixed these guys. They were all puking and stuff. I really think that hardcore is so much more fun. And I do think that if this game does not tickle my fancy after a while, I'm probably going to do the Diablo 2 playthrough. And when that happens, I think I'm just going to do the blind playthrough on hardcore and deal with it. And everybody's going to laugh. They're going to say, someday you'll finish the game.
He was attacked, but he's going to be fine.
Losing on the final boss, that's going to be a nightmare.
He asked me to guard these gems until you arrived. Oh, the shipment saved.
There's also the Diablo 3 stuff, doing the seasons. That could be fun, but I think that's probably a bit of a dead market right now. There's just
Thank you, Chelsea.
newer and better things.
My new friend. The boat Both of you are welcome in this shop anytime.
I also saw some Diablo 4 stuff. Man, everybody's clickbaiting like crazy on all of that. Yeah, let's just skip the talk. Everybody's clickbaiting like crazy, and I have no respect for that. They're just like, I don't know, maybe I should stop caring about that and I should just start doing it, and that would be better. Maybe I'd get more success, and that's all that really matters. But that clickbait stuff is so annoying. They have like some 10-minute video, and then you watch the 10-minute video. They never address the thing that they were baiting you on in the first place. I have reached level 25. I don't know what they want me to do here. I don't feel like spending resources on all of this old gear because I'm absolutely crushing. So,
A few spare materials and some magical essence can do a lot in the right hands. If you're
but yeah, everybody's like, I saw a video where it just says you're wrong about Diablo 4. I didn't click on it, but it's not even taking a stance. There was no indication what they were talking about in general. They're just saying, you're wrong about Diablo 4. Well, first of all, how do you know? How do you know what I'm even thinking about Diablo 4? Then other ones were saying, well, nobody should buy Diablo 4 because Diablo Immortal exists, and after what they did, nobody should ever support the thing. Well, it's completely different people. It's a completely different style of game in general. So even if you don't like this game, which I can understand, why are you judging it? Oh hey, look at this little creeper. It's really funny how many think they can judge the whole game on a beta. Yeah, like, we have no idea, and that's what I was trying to say the whole time. Everybody was asking me for, like, what is my 1 to 10 rating on it. It's like, I don't know. I'm doing a leveling experience right now. For leveling and story, absolutely fantastic, but let me click without having to click. That's all I want on those. But I have no idea. I don't know what the end game's going to be. I don't know how they're going to support it. I'm sure they're going to do seasons and stuff, but that's an assumption. So, really no way to say. But a bunch of people were saying that they're worried it's going to be all pay to win. I don't think that's going to happen at all. I think they're way smarter than that. I am sure that they know that if they make the game pay to win, it's not going to work. There's probably going to be stuff like cosmetics, and that'll be fine. But yeah, I don't think they're going to be doing the... One thing they might do that could be scummy, and I don't want to give them ideas here, but one thing they might do that could be scummy is they could lock the season play behind a paywall. So every time there's a new season, which is going to be like every 2 or 3 months, they charge you like $10 to be able to do part of the season, and they hide it behind some battle pass that you get.
I'm going to get you out of there.
Well, yeah, Chaos, that's what I'm saying. I can't imagine a world they would ever not do seasons. But I'm not going to sit there and... I don't know. Again, I have a way different philosophy than most people on games. Why would I sit there and look up the stuff that might happen instead of just waiting and experiencing it and learning and having that fun discovery? It's like, I feel like so many people, especially younger people, want the game to be played for them. They just want the game played. And that's why the pay-to-win stuff works so well. Because they just want the final result and the little prize at the end. But they don't realize that the prize is playing the game and figuring it out.
Listen, your village is under attack. We have to get you out of here now.
Paid XP potion? I mean, if that just helps to get you to max level, then it doesn't matter at all. If it helps you get your Paragon levels, then that's poo-poo garbage and could ruin the game. But I don't like looking all that stuff up. I do have live chat on Savesu, but thank you for the reminder.
You're right. We have to go.
Poor little sad girl. People do want the reward without the effort, and it's really
Right.
unfortunate.
The camp is this way. Follow me.
It matters if you save it till do you mean you only get one ever? Are you saying there's like a bonus XP small time frame potion? Because that's really always been a thing. At least in Diablo 3. But if you can keep buying them and keep farming Paragon levels with them, then that's terrible for the game and they shouldn't do it. It's not going to bother me because I play these games as more of a party game rather than competing against the world. I'm not sure what you're trying to say. I feel like you are not following what I'm putting down. And that's okay. Suppose I should track a quest. Is it tracking? Is it doing it? One thing that I heard about this game is that you can basically... You're gated to getting like 6 legendaries a day. Which is really dumb. And you're gated on a bunch of other stuff. But the thing is, it depends how much time it takes to do all that stuff. Whether that's super annoying or just kind of annoying. And you're not alone in understanding what, Savesu? The thing is about putting in the work for games is that you actually like can feel good about yourself, like you accomplished something. That's why I've never understood the pay-to-win stuff. Like, anytime that's been an option, if I were to take advantage of it or gotten something for free, I just hate it. I feel terrible about even having it. I gotta stop pressing my stick when I'm doing that. I'm usually holding it in their direction. The Paragon XP thing, yeah. If you can get yourself a thing you can pay for to just farm Paragon levels, then the entire competition of the game is dead. Farming greater rifts and trying to like be the best on that is fine, but as soon as you can just pay for the advantage, it's absolutely worthless and there's no point. Because it doesn't mean anything anymore. Oh boy, he had a bigger wallet. He paid extra money. Ha 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 ha. Look how cool and good at game he is. Have you ever noticed that a lot of times in games, whales are not super great at the game? I feel like Bloodline was a little bit less like that. A lot of the people that at least the ones that I actually talked to that were whales, seemed to actually know what was going on. But a lot of times the whales just have absolutely no idea. Like if you watch some of the Raid Shadow Legends whale videos, they'll like Hell Hades will interview one of the whales. I'm just randomly killing stuff. Come on, track the thing. Oh, they want me to finish doing this. Got you. Got you, got you. Paragon levels are extra levels after you hit quote-unquote max level. And in Diablo 3, the way that they worked is that you could put in extra stat points. And people would get to like, I think level 800 they would consider to be pretty much good. But you could just keep going. You could just keep going. Certain stats like crit rate and stuff, there would be a certain amount of points you could put in and then you're done. But main stat, you could just go forever. And you just keep getting free main stat and free power. And if you can just buy your way into that, even if it also takes work as well as buying your way into it, then it's stupid and they ruined the game. At least they ruined the Greater Rift challenge parts. I'm sure the game, for somebody like me who doesn't really care about that stuff, is going to be fine. But all of the sense of achievement is gone from any of that leaderboard stuff. So I don't mind if like if you buy the battle pass and it comes with one experience potion or maybe even a couple of them, then that's fine. But if you can just individually buy them repeatedly forever without limit, that's a problem. You hope someday you get a great idea for a game. You make it so you pay for the game. I have great ideas for games. I just don't have outlets for getting them made. There are people in the Discord who are banding together to try to get some work done in that area, but I'm just saying, if you made a phone game like the Bloodline sort of thing, where it's a hero collector and you got you're leveling up your dudes, leveling up equipment, making good teams, building strategies, all sorts of tactics and fun. If you could do that and monetize it on cosmetics, you would have the single greatest game of all time as far as mobile games are concerned, and you would crush the market. Because, sure, there wouldn't be the whales who are the I must have all the power and be the best now, or I'm not a good person, or whatever. But you'd have all of the casual people who don't mind buying some cool cosmetics. And I spend way more money on cosmetics than I do on anything related to power. I don't even want to buy a DLC, but if you got a really cool skin for $5, look out, because I'm probably buying it.
I will finish their fight.
You're hoping to try the demo this weekend? Yeah, that'll be a good time. I'm excited to try the Druid out. Very excited indeed. I'm hoping they maybe let us do Act 2. But once again, I don't look into that stuff. I don't care. I'll just... whatever it ends up being when I'm there is what it's going to end up being. Chaos says the Bloodline wasn't that bad at first for the pay-to-win. Yeah, you're right. It actually was like pretty much one of the best ones. And you almost... like... you didn't have to be locked into a choice that was going to cost you a bunch of money. Until Ascension. Once you got ascended to a decent place, then if you put all your resources into one thing, it could end up biting you in the butt. We got him. We got the tater.
I did not expect much.
Gonna be the same, but with Necro and Druid.
You're welcome.
So, just Act 1. That's a little boring.
You've missed the excitement.
I mean, it's fine to keep some of it a surprise for when the game releases. I don't want to see the whole game right now, but...
He's been injured.
Morning, Castle. Welcome to the old streamer Reno.
Gotten this far on my own. What's a little further?
I'm playing Mikasa over here. Just doing the dang old thing.
I've done as you asked.
You want to try Major Necromancer?
Woman and child in black
Once I got the Sorcerer past level 20, and I got my Blizzard skill, that whole section, it finally felt like I had the tools that I was hoping to have to do the work that needed to be done. So that gives me some hope. Because I was feeling a little bit like there wasn't enough going on with my abilities. I was just doing my basic attacks way too often. Which I guess I'm sort of doing here. Oh yeah, Y is the button. Y is the one. How come she just interrupted my skill and it still went on cooldown? That is rude. And we out of there, boss. Man, that movement ability is just really doing it for me. I like it a lot. Get out of here.
This land has always been.
Chaos, you gotta chill, bro.
Remember those you have forgotten.
Are you aware that a beta is a demo of the game?
Know about this.
The whole point of a beta is that it is a demonstration of the game. Where we get to look at the demonstration and critique it and suggest things that might need to be changed. A beta is a demo. If you're going to correct people, be right about it.
You there? Where is Kosha?
You've always played mage-type nuker classes?
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, everybody has their flavor. I think you'll be pretty happy with the mage. the sorcerer. It is indeed also free bug testing. People get... That's a weird thing about internet culture, especially with the way that I talk, and I'm sure you guys have noticed that I just say weird stuff. Like, I don't exactly say all the popular phrases. Sometimes I do. But generally, I like to be a little creative with language. And man, if you say something that is similar to a phrase that people love without being the phrase that people love, they're like, actually, you're supposed to say it like this. And if you don't say it like this, why are you even bothering? It's like, well, I'm not trying to be Mr. Cool Internet guy and say all the phrases the internet told me to say. I'm just using language, buddy. Chill. I know. Chaos Cavern's always getting it from me. But he gives it as well as he takes it, and I mean that in every possible way.
Thank you for your help. You're welcome, Lee. It's not far.
He's always talking about my butt, so I get to say that. These booty cheeks.
Some.
I think there's some argument that beta and demo are slightly different, but I think that every beta is a demo, but not every demo is a beta, basically.
Priestess Akara, it is an honor. I've come with a dire request.
I think that makes sense to me. So that's what I will be going with in the future.
That certainly could be the source of our
It's kind of cool that in this game they got Akara and Deckard Cain and Charcy and all these people from the old games.
Deckard Cain left me with a gift. A tome of Herodric origin.
Oh, the Herodric stuff. We got him.
Several of those fallen
Yeah, I stay killing demons, Akara. That's what I do.
Follow me if you would.
I guess I'll follow you. They always got me following people. Walk faster. I realize that you are an aged person, but come on, man. We got the the lurking ballbuster, which is absolutely terrifying.
Inspect the tome placed upon the altar.
I would love to inspect the tome. Look at the beta for Mists of Pandaria. They changed the entire Pandaria first zone. Yeah. For sure. Definitely not disagreeing with you on any of that. It's good that betas are useful. They may be more than a demo, but they're still a demo, is the point that we're making.
Hemlia, your rescuer has returned.
Hey, look, it's yelling at... How am I level 26 already? This is going so fast. They're like, leveling is the worst. Let's just make it so you don't have to.
I didn't get a chance to introduce myself while I was choking to death in the...
Well, he looks a lot less pale now, so I'm glad that we got the chain vomiting out of him.
I owe you my life, don't I?
You're saying that to the next old person walking in front of you? The thing is, Sylvesu, that I don't ever remember what I said. It's all just coming right off the top of the dome, not being stored at all in my memory.
Of nature in these lands cannot be ignored. I came here to commune with the great tree Inifus.
I have heard that when you run out of orange quests, it's a little bit of an ordeal. But then I have also heard that they had a thing where there was 800% XP, and if that is happening, and also the orange quest used to get you to about level 30, it might be close to getting you there. Getting you to what you need to get. Not sure. I have no idea. I am... Ballbuster, you do not have to donate, ever. And I'm sorry to hear that you had some big hospital bills. I hope that everything is okay, and that you are well. It always helps and it always makes me happy when people donate, but nobody has to do that. I will stream for 7 straight hours without a donation and be perfectly happy about it. My main concern is that people actually show up and enjoy the time. I'm not exactly motivated by money, so I kind of am the worst at that, actually. Like, whenever I have something to sell, or if I'm selling my paintings, that's a good example. I am terrible at setting a fair price for myself. I would rather take a slight hit and make somebody happy.
This looks exactly like
And that is not how you succeed in this world. But I do feel like it's a little bit of a different thing in YouTube. If I make it to the place where I'm a desirable person to be sponsored, then, you know, I could do the whole thing for free for everybody. Still be making good money for myself, as long as there's a product I actually believe in. Because if they're trying to get me to advertise some bullcrap, I'm probably not going to do it. Okay, well, get out of there. That looks explodey. I want to take the crims. Give me the crims.
Done then. Next.
I've got your eye.
Thorn.
The sales market is not for me. You know what? I have broken sales records
Perhaps these
in multiple jobs before. And when I have done that, it's always been a product that I actually believe is good and useful to people. I have also been the worst salesman on the team, because if I don't believe that the product that I'm being paid to sell is good, I really am not good at selling it. The spirit just is not within me. Sylvestu says just slow on the keys to type. That's okay.
no place can hide you from me.
The fact that you could just be playing Diablo on your phone is actually a great thing. It's too bad they weren't smart about the monetization on this game. Because if they actually were intelligent and didn't, like, say, oh, it's a mobile game, nobody will care, but they probably could have changed the face of mobile gaming with this one. Because it is a quality game. If they were just a little less greedy, they would have made way more money. Then they'd be having their World of Warcraft mobiles. All sorts of stuff like that. And people would love them for it. Instead, they tried to rake people over the coals a little too much. That is not the way.
Get to the west. I must be nearby.
Oh, we bopped him. They're just all spread out. I just want to use my rain of arrows. Here we go. We'll just give it to them. Clearing a giant set of dudes is great. Now I wonder in Diablo 4 if the mob density is a little lower for server balance. That would make sense to me if they lowered density to make that work better. And if that is a sacrifice we had to make for that, then I wish that we didn't do the open world thing. I care more about my friends and my party having a good time, you know? Oh, you getting it now, girl? You done messed with the wrong panda, baby. Yeah, you can take those bats and shove them. I love how I'm just constantly rotating and it's the perfect counter to most of the bosses. It's just always how I play these games. I'm just in rotation. Call me a DJ because it's in rotation.
Even your victories, the sword is mine. Coated in
Oh, I'm coughing.
and there spoke of a branch of dark wood.
Uh,
A
Sorry, I gotta catch up on the chat a little bit.
I should start there.
You like to do the lurking with a donation? Well, it is always appreciated. Nothing wrong with that. We got Chaos says it's only because starting at the 3 zone, they put level requirements. So if they did not reduce the needed XP or remove level requirements, it will stall out. That's fair. I don't mind a little bit of a grind, but like I said, if it's too much, then I'm not gonna bother. I want this to be good. I want people to be wrong about this because that means I get to enjoy a game that is in a series of games that I really like. But if it's poo-poo, then I'm just gonna call it poo-poo, you know? I don't hope that I'm gonna crap a diamond and then when I get a turd, I don't save it. I flush it. And if this is a turd, I'm gonna flush it. If you were looking for solid analogies about life, you've come to the right place. Because those I have. Look at me getting my rares. There's also something that could be good about knowing that you're done with your legendaries for the day.
Something is coming.
That could take away a little bit of the addiction, you know? Or you just grind on several characters every day. I did also see a Diablo 4 bug, well, I don't know if it's a bug, but oversight, where if you make your screen extra wide, you can teleport and place deployables as far away as you can see. And that could be a bit of a problem. Alright, boss man, I'm just trying to win. There you go. Get dead, buddy. Oh, yucky. Not like that. That's not what I meant at all. I guess I'm just in the thick of it right now, so trying to read chat is difficult. You were very disappointed when Doron Games sponsored a video by Bloodline. I don't know who Doron Games is, but I feel like people at this stage of the game, now early, if it was months ago, then that's different, but at this stage of the game, if they're sponsoring Bloodline videos, it means that they do not do their research, and therefore they're just taking the money. Maybe that's fine, but for me, I don't respect it. The game was designed by NetTease. What is NetTease? Must be some random mobile game company I've never heard of. Ballbuster says, looking for a set of paintings. Well, you know what? It's a thing I do. 3 paintings done in a conjoined landscape. A red Japanese sunset with a large bonsai tree silhouette. Honestly, that's the type of painting you could probably learn how to do yourself. I could hold a one of those wine and painting nights, and everybody makes their red Japanese sunset with the bonsai.
All 3 components.
That one's pretty easy if you know the techniques. Catching people's likeness in their face, that's the hard part. Because you can be a little bit wrong about a sky or the silhouette of a tree and nobody's going to notice. But if you try to paint Billie Eyelash and she's got a big old honker of a nose or something, everybody's going to be like, hey man, what is she, Fiona from Shrek? You doing a mashup painting here? What's the deal, man? Now I can catch up on chat. Don't know how I'm even playing and streaming with a headache like that. Kirla, remember, I spent a decade of my life in excruciating pain every second. It's annoying to me, and I hate it, but unfortunately, I've gotten used to it. Likely wind up having to paint them yourself. Well, there you go. That's exactly what I was saying. I think you could do it. I'm more of an oil painting guy myself. I don't know if you've seen some of the ones I've done, but they're okay. I am a machine. I am a content machine. Chaos Cavern says, like I said, played for the first 2 months, so lots of time has passed. You don't care if the PvP is pay to win. I agree with that. Monetization wasn't that bad. Should have listened to people. It took forever to go up difficulties and got to Hell 4 and was like, I'm done. Well, yeah, that might be the way that it is for me. But I gotta actually deliver the items. Jeez. Get delivered. At least my mouse is right there and I can make those parts easy for myself. Show you some paintings. I could. I do have what it takes. Hold on. I'll show you a painting. I just gotta find them in my files. I gotta make sure that my files are all safe for work also. Here, I'll put that on the other screen. How about that? Then what happens if I click another one? It's just going to come up? Good. Fantastic. We can look at a couple of paintings. Let me just size this screen appropriately. We'll get there. We'll get there. There we go. That's close enough. So this one was a commission. This is a digital painting. A lot of people like digital paintings for the commissions because number one, you can replicate them. And number two, it's cheaper to do. In fact, over the Christmas time, I was doing a ton of paintings that same way for gifts for people. And unfortunately, this one is a dog of mine. And I lost this dog in a divorce, which I've talked about more than once. And my ex-wife, was kind enough to message me and let me know what was going on with my dog when she got sick and all that stuff. So I painted this for her so that she would have a little thing. No, these are just done in Procreate on iPad. I just use an Apple Pencil and just paint on there. It's a lot closer to actual painting than a lot of Photoshop stuff is. Although you can tell this background is just pretty much a texture brush. Nothing that I did that special. But I have all sorts of these little dogs. People love getting their dogs done. And I have, what else do we got here? Oh yeah, the self-portrait. People like to, that's what I look like, guys. Me. Except now my hair is considerably longer. And I got a full beard instead of whatever that thing is. You're an instant fan? I don't know about all that. I would like to find some of the oil paintings. It's easier to see the digital ones because it's easier to just have the actual picture. Oh, hey, here's one of my kids. That's Ollie. I decided to paint Ollie. And that is him. I'm sure that all of my oil painting ones are on my phone. So maybe I'll have to post them in Discord. Let me just check my downloads folder here. I don't have this stuff organized at all, man. I'm the worst. Just the worst. Come on, where are they at? I know they're in here. I did one of my parents' dog that was an oil painting. Oh, hey, here's a thing. This is a page from my children's book. It's about a taco who loses all of his parts, and then he's losing his mind, and his brother helps him get all his parts back together. And he realizes that it's okay to ask for help, and it's okay to pull yourself back together. Sometimes you gotta do that. You guys are just too kind. Oh man, I really want to find the paintings, but they're probably just on my phone because that's where I would have taken the picture. Well, here's one more digital one. That's my dad. That's actually a picture that I took that I then painted. And here you go, the background of my computer that I painted. I didn't know that I was going to put it in as a background, so I didn't format it as such. I just did a thing. Time for you to clock in. Well, I will probably still be streaming when you are done, and then, you know, we'll meet you then. I certainly must have to have at least one of the oil paintings on my computer. How could I not? Oh well, I'll post one in Discord. I'll post one in Discord right now, if I have my phone. There it is. Then we'll get back to the gaming. And I don't always do the realistic painting stuff. I also do silly stuff like this little snail. I don't know why. I think he's just trying to protect nature while the world's burning down around him. And you know what? He's still happy about it. He's happy to have the opportunity. I don't know why I painted that, but that's what happened. Sometimes that's the way it be. I know, this is like the worst thing to do on stream, but I'm going to try to find at least one oil painting so that you know. And then you'll all be happy and you'll say, oh look, he actually does do oil paintings. It was not just a lie. It's important to impress everybody on the internet. That's what matters. I also painted one of my my grandpa in the 50s when he was working at a gas station. I think he actually owned the gas station with one of those old Texaco gas pumps. Unfortunately, I didn't get the best likeness on that one. It was a little 3x3 inch picture that was black and white from way back in the day. So it was... Oh, hey, that's the one I found. Sure. I'll post that one in the general chat. And then I'm going to try to find the dog, my parents' dog that I painted, because it's adorable, and it's my favorite one. There it is. Now they're in the general chat. Now you've seen some oil paintings that I've done, and now you know the rest of the story. Let me get back into this game so we can kill some diamonds.
What happened? Did we get something
It is the
wrong?
way. And I suppose I should switch back to my scene that is actually Diablo.
The ritual should have worked. Each piece represents a part of the
Savesu says, you, sir, are talented. Well, I am glad you think so. Thanks.
missing something.
Kirla says, I love the snail. Sometime I wanted to be a tattoo artist way back in the day when I was but a boy of 18. I was going to art school actually at what is supposed to be, or it was, the second best art school in the country, and it shared the parking lot with Activision in Los Angeles. And I knew I was going for 3D animation, and they had an internship program with Activision. But I also knew 3 people that worked at Pixar, and I was going to try to do that. And then I found out that before I moved to Los Angeles, I got a girl pregnant, and I had to move back and be a dad. But it was an easy choice to give up my dreams to do the right thing. Sometimes that's just what you gotta do.
There you are. Just finish this beauty up.
You gotta be a good parent, whether you were ready for it or not.
Nothing.
I gotta say, I'm sure the story is fine in here, but I just want to fight monsters. I just want to fight monsters. Take that, you monster. Is this a little evil cave? I want to enter the evil cave. This is weird how that's entering it. Thank you for sharing, he says. I don't remember if I said you're welcome, but you're welcome. I also did an oil painting of J. Jonah Jameson when he's doing his laugh. I asked my oldest son what he wanted me to paint, and that was the thing. And it turned out to be like the best oil painting I've ever done. It makes me smile every time I look at it. And that's what it's all about, right? Feeling something, and that one makes me feel like laughing. Because it's so dumb, and it's hanging up on my wall. Like, why do I have literally a meme picture that I spent, I don't know, 5 hours oil painting, and it's just chilling on my wall? Why did I do that? I don't know, but it's my favorite one. Looks like I need to inspect the Iron Maiden. Okay, well, I thought that guy was going to come fight me, but he's just chilling. He's just hanging out. This guy said, I'll be damned. Get it? Because he's a damned cultist. Guys, it's a joke. I told you a joke. This is when you're supposed to laugh. Why aren't you laughing? Was it not jokey enough for the Jokey Club? That's right, give me that chest. Give me all my white items. I think that's going to be something I have to get used to here. Redbeard says, if you can draw and paint, you can definitely tattoo. Yeah, I have pretty good steady lines. The reason that didn't work out is because of the back issues. I actually started learning how to do it, but the way that you have to sit as a tattoo artist, I couldn't handle it. Unfortunate, but true. But hey, you know, I went through all of those different phases. I've been in bands. I've wanted to be a comedian. I've done all the art stuff. It's all coming together now. You know? I'm comfortable talking in front of people. I am capable of making thumbnails and a little bit of editing prowess. And now we're putting it all to use. So don't feel bad for my dead dreams, because they're all getting new life in the YouTube channel. Sometimes it's okay when things don't go your way. Or maybe I'm just gonna make the best of the situation, which is also fine. That is normal to want and reasonable to acquire. I don't know, this game's fun. It plays a little different, and I like that. I like that it feels different. I like that they all feel different from each other. I want to be feeling like I'm playing a distinctly different game, but this one does, I don't know, it does the thing for me right now. I will be a little sad when it turns poop. I am prepared for it to turn poop. And it'll be a little bit disappointing. Chaos Cavern has assured me that it will be poop. Or maybe I'll find like the secret strategies. I'll be the first guy that comes up with like the ultimate free-to-play system, right? It could happen. These things do happen. I don't know if I have like a button to look at my full map. Come on, button. Which button are you? I guess I gotta click it. When you're playing Diablo, my advice is to, and in most games that are role-playing games, always go the wrong way first. Alright, well that was not worth anything. Castle says crickets. Hey man, that was a funny ass joke, dog. Don't you be coming at me like that, man. Come on, all of you little ladies that want to get violence. I will kill your mirror. It's like in Gauntlet, when you gotta kill the monster spawner. Gauntlet was a good game too, by the way. All of them, the Nintendo 64 version, but also the old arcade version, which eventually got its NES port. I have a copy of the Tengen version of that. Weird how those old NES games were completely unlicensed and illegal to make. Ishkar says the wrong way means more loots. That's right, baby. I don't want to miss my legendary ring and whatnot. I want all the goods. Give me the goods. The goods is mine. Man, that huge knockback feels so good. I just really like it. And there's so many dudes that you're hitting at a time. It's just... It's a good. It's a good show. Listen, all you ethereal beasts and bitches. How about you catch some arrows? Owie again. We're still on cooldown on the old potion. Surprise, I'm over here now. Never saw it coming. I should probably review my gear. I've gotten a couple of drops here. Whoa, that lighting is strange. Alright. Inventory. Well, that's supposed to be worse from what I have been told. This would be better. Is it because I have this? I don't know. I'm going to keep the one I got. They want me to... I'm trying. You won't let me. Does it have to be equipped? Oh. Do I only have a gem for this one? Yeah, give me the damage. Do it. What about these? Can I socket gems? I got nothing. I got nada. Remind me to stop at the old blacksmith arena so I can smash and grab some of this stuff. Again, I've been told that I only keep this. I don't care about this part. They told me that when I was trying to see if the game is worth playing. And the internet must be right. Looks like you could use an umbrella, Stinky. Because it's raining arrows. I'm excited for group content. Honestly, like, I feel like the group content could make this... That's the sort of thing that gets people addicted to this game. You're actually playing with people regularly. I feel like a couple of people have been falling off the adventure quests. I've been grinding that the past couple days. Been pretty happy with it. Still see Dumbledore on there all the time. Still see Rev Limbo doing his fishing. Goodbye. You are the weakest link. Wow. Wowzers. He dropped a lot of stuff. Ooh. Granting an ally a beneficial effect has... I don't do that, though. But I don't do that, though. It is supposed to be better. Equip and transfer. Nice, dude. They don't even charge you for that. I was expecting that to be a hassle. I'm not gonna lie. I expected the transferring of those gems to be a hassle. That is good news. I believe we're gonna exit the lair. That is the way. Do you know the way? Am I allowed to do Ugandan knuckles? I feel like that's fine. It's in the public domain. It's Duke Boy. What's up, Duke Boy? Duke Boy be dropping big dukes. At least that's what it makes me think of. Probably not what he was naming it about, but...
What do you need?
What I need is services, sir. How about we click these? That was way faster.
Nothing like
I don't mind clicking like 10 items. I'm not going to hate myself for wasting time with that. 10 items, but with all of that stuff, that was a bit excessive. Cooldown's refreshed. That's a pretty cool little orb. How about you all get together and then get blasted by the rain of arrows? Sylvestu says he's gonna be back later. Got a dog that needs some attention. Well, thank you for stopping by. Pleasure as always. Keeping the conversation interesting. And I always say it, but that is my favorite part about the whole thing. Talking to the dudes and the bros. And the ladies. Man, I feel like I'm gaming, guys. I don't know, man. For a mobile game, I mean, even for a regular game, it's pretty good. Just the greed. The avarice. Oh, we fleeting.
Are the same ones who attacked Wortham.
You know what? Take this, cultists. I'll just bust that on you, which is a total waste, but it's fun. I don't mind.
Wishes to speak.
Oh, we got that cutscene.
My heart only desires one thing, and your precious fragment is hers.
Deliver the stone, or the burning hells will cleanse this world. Mistress
If you had
Dang.
such power, you'd be taking the stone, not asking for it. You have your answer. With the stone's power, even hell cannot stop her.
Well, she's cool. I like her.
We shall see.
I'm coming to help. Boom. That's 28. The sentry, I know the sentry can be good in the older games, but it was not my favorite to use. But maybe it could be good with my little leap. Just duck diving and wailing all around people while they try to do something to me.
Magic. I hope it will be enough.
I too hope it will be enough. Fine, I see you, wolves. They hating. I guess everybody wants a piece. There you go. Here's your portion of violence for the day. Thanks for stopping in. We'll have a fresh batch wrapped up for you tomorrow. Ooh, we got some elites. What's up, elite bros?
Blood will fall like rain.
Made you look. Travel abilities, guys. If you're playing Diablo, movement abilities are the way. They really are strong. I heard the monk can get like quite a few in this game. Quite a few movement abilities. I keep checking in on the Crimson Slag, but I don't know. Is that a daily thing? Might be a daily thing. Because I've definitely clicked on way more than 2, but it said I had 2 of 9.
Bloodsworn are attacking. Hemler, hold fast. I'm coming.
Don't worry, buddy. I got you. All too easy.
You all right?
Seems like I keep saving you, bud. You want to pay it forward a little bit?
I feared the worst.
And with good reason. The damned bloodsworn are
Oh, man. My neck is really killing me, though.
Still, you were able to get the final component. So
I need to remember that I got to pick the kids up as well. Which is kind of keeping me from
this ritual would bridge
taking one of the good pills, you know?
the forest beyond.
Don't want to be all jacked up.
This magic
I suppose I could just walk. when I gotta pick them up.
The kind
Not
that
too far.
scars the soul. Can I count on your protection, friend?
Have you not been counting on my protection the whole time, Hemlir? Come on. Come on, dude.
Keep you safe.
Oh man, I've drank like 32 ounces of water just in the stream alone. Definitely upping my water game while I'm doing the carnivore. Thought about putting a little salt in there for electrolytes. I wonder if anybody's ever tried that before. Looking for tips. Looking for tips if you got them. Just the tip. Just the tip. Man, I'm so glad I picked Demon Hunter. I was worried it was going to be terrible. And this is not the normal way that I would play a Demon Hunter in Diablo 3, but... Ooh, child. For the limited amount of abilities that you get, this really does the thing.
Feel my wrath.
Feel my wrath.
The tree
For I am wrathful.
guiding my sight. I see the darkness infecting this land. An evil
I really hope I don't have to tell Chaos Cavern that he was right.
that corrupts life.
I know I'm fighting him on it
Of it,
tooth and nail.
parasite.
So the Corn Hub has a documentary on Netflix, huh? You watching two things, Kirla?
Stars,
You doing a little bit of research there?
your bargain, Inifus. Banish the corruption infecting this wood.
Kathy says playing AQ3D while watching. Air cooled is you? That's you? I didn't know that was you. Is Diablo 4 free to start playing? Well, it's free to start this weekend.
It should have worked.
There's going to be an open beta, which you should be able to sign up for and play. You should just need to have your battle.net launcher on your computer. And I'm not sure when you'll be able to pre-install it. Maybe already.
Inside me, pulling the corruption, friend.
Well, I want to do electrolytes without... Like, I'm basically sticking to butter, eggs, meat, and salt. That's all I'm doing. So... Probably the tip is put salt in your water. But I'm just wondering if there's like a certain amount that makes it tolerable and not disgusting. Get it? Do I make it carbonated and then it tastes like a White Claw? But yeah, I'm doing carnivore right now, which is why I don't feel like I need electrolytes right now, but I know that it's a concern.
Your chance.
I don't know why, but on this game, I just don't want to hear the story. Maybe it's just... I think the combat is too fun. I'm not kidding. The combat is really fun in this game. At least for me. I wasn't liking the Necromancer. But now that I switched to somebody who's suiting my playstyle a little better, I am just loving it. Got that Sentry unlocked. Don't think I need that. I'm pretty happy with all of my skills, actually. I could potentially get rid of the multi-shot. So what is the paywall behind this game? Mainly the paywall has to do with the legendary gem. I think that this might be one of them. I'm not sure. I'm still learning all about it. But there's a legendary gem and it gives you a ton of stats. And the more you pay, the bigger you can make that gem. Also, with some of the paywall stuff, they normally in a Diablo game, they have Torment, Torment 1, Torment 2, whatever. And it just keeps going up. In this, they have hell levels. And there are certain requirements that you have to meet to be able to get to those levels. And you have to also meet requirements to equip the gear from those levels. And so they kind of slow you down from making that progress and you can pay your way through it. So if you are a PvE character... and you want to grind this game like 8 hours a day and just keep progressing and progressing, you're going to have a bad time and you're going to have to pay. My understanding right now is that if you are playing the game for an hour or two a day, and that's like just kind of how you grind, it's going to take a while to get through all of those things, but I mean, that's kind of good, right? You want to keep making steady progress, but also being able to play a lot with games like this. These are what I call lifestyle games. So I don't know yet if it's going to be so slow to grind that stuff that it's not fun, or what it's going to be, but that's pretty much the paywall. You get to a point where you need more power to get into the higher levels, and they try to get you to pay that way, or you can just wait and grind. And then, of course, for PvP, if you just pay as much as you can possibly pay, then you're going to have a huge advantage in PvP, and literally a free-to-play person will never be able to even touch you. Like, you will be so strong compared to them, they will never have a chance. That's the huge flaw in this game, and it's something that I don't really care about personally, because I don't imagine I'm going to want to play the PvP anyway. Any pay-to-win PvP I don't really like. I just don't... It's like, how hard do you really want to try to beat somebody who all they did was open their wallet? For me, it's zero enticement comes from that.
There's nothing you could have done.
Kathy says, that's me. I have no desire to play a game before launch.
You're attacking the tower?
Yeah, that's exactly kind of how I feel. I mean, I want to play open betas and stuff. I'm okay with that, but I don't look into it at all. I'm not like checking out everybody's opinions on Diablo 4. I just keep seeing the clickbaity titles on my YouTube because I've been saying the word Diablo a lot lately, so they keep recommending me those videos. Redbeard says, gonna say Pedialyte is really good for electrolytes. If you're just trying to stick to meat only, don't know any tricks. Yeah, I think just salt and water is good. And they have a couple of like supplements that people sell that are basically drink flavor packs that they're flavored with stevia and they have electrolytes, but I'm trying to stay away even from stevia. I have really, really bad ability to heal. So one of the reasons why I'm doing such a strict elimination diet is to see if maybe some of the stuff I've been eating has been causing that. I'm not kidding. I got minorly scratched by a dog. Not even like really breaking the skin, but just minorly scratched by a dog. To the point where it like kind of scabbed up a little bit, but it never bled. And 2 years later, I still have a dark red mark there. Like it's not healed. And it was barely anything. My healing is terrible. I am the opposite of Wolverine. So hopefully I can fix that to some degree. I've tried to talk to doctors about it, and they're just like, I don't know. That's concerning, but I don't know. Your feed has been flooded with Diablo 4 content for days. Yeah, well, partially it's because you watched my stream, and then partially it's because it's super popular. Like that game, if they don't mess it up, that game's going to be huge. Absolutely huge. Which is why it's a little scary to try to dive into doing content for it, because, like, what do I have to offer? Hey, let me fight this thing. Stop dragging this person off. I wanted to help, I promise. But, like I said, I don't feel like my body is to the point where I'm feeling electrolytes are needed. I'm actually coping pretty well with the whole thing. I think my body's actually pretty happy about it. And they say that one of the benefits of your body running on ketones is that your brain works better. And I think we can all agree I could stand to be less of a dumbass. Oh, I know. Don't do negative self-talk. But it's funny, alright? It's funny to me. We got jokes. Ooh, that's better. Alright. We getting loots. One thing I missed from Diablo 3, and maybe I'm just not looking at the right part of the screen, is when I would pick up a piece of gear, it would tell me if it was an upgrade or not.
Leanne, you're hurt.
Oh boy. Poor Leanne. The rose is drinking their blood. I hate that.
Listen, Leanne.
I just want to kill stuff. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him.
Someone's approaching. Feed their corpse to the rose. Both your bloody rose and your mistress die.
It's kind of weird how they're doing all the rose stuff with the blood. I feel like that's something you should never do. That's some advice from the channel. I recommend, and I mean it, don't ever feed your blood to a rose. I know I'm always doing controversial points here. And maybe that's what you come here for. Maybe that's what you like. But look, I'm putting my foot down on this one. Don't do it. Is this what you want in your house? Look at this monster. This could be your future if you don't listen to me. So again, never feed your blood to a rose. Or to anything, actually. I'll say it. Just stop feeding your blood to stuff. Yeah, we're dodging those laser beams with the old hook shot. Hope you don't got another one coming. Oh, great. Here we go. Well, those are weak. That's nice. Hey, hey, watch it here. That's a lot of thorns you're throwing at me. Alright, this boss is a little grindy. Yeah, they must have fed it way too much of the bread. Now give me your loots, you rose bastard.
What have you done? What have you done? No! The rose that withers!
Oh, well, I guess I don't like this chick anymore.
I should slay you where you stand.
Literally fight me. I dare you to fight me.
Losing and failing her again.
Uh-oh.
She entrusted her blood to me, a gift to ensure her beautiful world came to fruition. It will be enough. I can't have you interfering.
Do something. Like literally, try to fight me.
Stand back.
You have no chance. Absolutely no chance. So I'm telling you, man, I just do the voices sometimes.
All that you bestowed upon me. Take everything.
Oh.
My life.
Well, I'm not sad about this because she was kind of being a jerk, if I'm being honest. I'm alright with her getting ed up. Because, you know, don't tread on me. Alright. Guess we're doing this. Oh, it's got different abilities. This isn't even its final form. Stop, bro. What? Where did that shoot? We dodging, we dodging. Now you know she's gonna have a third laser beam this time. Oh, good. Oh, it's sucking me in, guys. I'm fighting it. I'm resisting. Alright, well this fight's kind of cooled in. Gotta actually use my brain a little. Oh, don't summon her back. Alright, we're gonna take care of that problem. Let me get these health globes, yo. What do we got? Laser beams coming up? See? Don't feed your blood to the stupid plant. Don't make me say it again now. Oh my god. See, this game actually has good stuff. I have had fun. I've played this game for about 4 hours now. And I have had fun. Now, a lot of that time, you know, when you're streaming, I probably only have 2 real hours of gameplay in. Game time moves at half speed when you're streaming. If you care about your chat at all, it is. Could just completely ignore all of y'all. Skip everything that's fun for you. Then we'd be cruising.
Dozens of our sisters, all of them have laid down their lives to prevent evil from returning.
I have an idea of starting a fresh adventure quest and doing a stream and just seeing how far we can get in a day. Just streaming all day with a bunch of people helping and working together and just see how big of an account we can get in one day.
Then she must be slain. There is no other.
The only problem with that is that you can't unlock all of the other classes in one day, but I think it's fine.
like the heart.
maybe just make as big of a mage as I can make. I really enjoy playing mage.
But you must act as the heroes of Sanctuary did. Join Kasha and
Yeah,
others
we'll join
at the
Kasha.
Forgotten Tower and end the curse upon this land.
She looks like the saddest version of Sarah Jessica Parker being one of them witches. What's from the Hocus Pocus show? It's like they're finally making Hocus Pocus 3, but she's like 75. She's like, are we still doing this? And they're like, yeah, we're still doing this, and you still have to try to be the hot one.
The waypoint here will make your journey
Good luck.
faster. Go, friend. This world depends on your task.
And she's just over it.
May the great eye watch over us.
Yes,
all.
may the great eye watch all over us all. Now, I wonder, is there... I don't know if Chaos is still here. Is there a decent amount of story in this game, or does it run out quick? Does it run dry way too fast? I'm not sure I'm totally super worried about it. But it's nice to know. You loving Healer in Adventure Quest? I also love Healer. It is my go-to soloing hard content class. Oh, I think I gotta actually use my mouse to navigate this. No, not navigate there. This one. Thank you. It's fun. The story is fun. You don't feel like it's too short, too gimped.
Spirit can hear me anymore. But I'm going to end this.
Because I am a little excited to fight some bosses, you know. Are there acts? I feel like there's probably not going to be acts. I wouldn't expect that from a mobile game.
Gosh, and the rogues aren't here.
I kind of feel like I'm going to go through a relatively quick storyline. You know, we always find party. That's how we roll.
Stronger.
I can just enter right away. Is that what I should do? Or does that just stop the search? Alright, good enough.
My aim is true.
Oh. I broke the game. It's zones rather than acts. Do I get to fight a big Diablo looking thing? Why is one of our people... Did it say they can now be removed? Because I will. Alright. Where is it at? Where is the... Remove from party. You gots to go. Hey, Pat, what's up, buddy? We're doing the old Diablo Immortal, and guess what? The game's actually really fun. I am worried about the pay-to-win stuff, but it's really fun. It's so much fun doing the combat that I have stopped watching cutscenes and stuff, and I pretty much always watch them. But I just want to fight stuff. Somebody in the game chat says, no, I don't use ketchup as lube. I like orange. And then they said a word that's not allowed, and now I'm going to be in trouble because I just brought attention to that comment. Great. Maybe I should have read the whole thing first. Oh well, what are you going to do? Guess I'll just be canceled. Sometimes that is the way. I should have watched the cutscene. All of my homies watched the cutscene. I'm ashamed. What have I become? Oh, bro's over here dying. Got you, homie.
Suffer! You deserve nothing less.
Dang. My chick is ruthless. Suffer. Yeet. I do like that. Don't gotta worry about the pay section yet. You right. We just having fun to have fun. No, this is Diablo Immortal. You played it until it was too big? That is fair. I'm playing on PC, and I'm actually playing with a controller. And it works really well. I am more than happy. Oh, it's boss time. So anyway, I started blasting. I don't know why that lives in my head forever. I'm sorry you guys have to hear it so much. But it's just one of those sayings that I feel good about. Much like, let's first what I goes. That's a lot of loots.
Too late. They're all around us.
Chaos says, remember when I brought up who watching cutscene? Yeah. I know, but I'm so excited about the combat right now. Also, I'm not going to lie to you. Part of the reason I'm not paying attention to the story is because I have the headache. And paying detailed attention to that stuff is kind of hurting my brain a little bit. So I'm kind of glossing over it. Pat says, don't think you can get banned for someone else's comments in game, but I'm not sure. I think that if I keep that on the screen and people care, then I could get in trouble. So far I'm in perfect standing with YouTube, and I would like to keep it that way. I'm not exactly a rule breaker, even though I'm not a conformist either. Do what I gotta do. I just complain about it. Oh, we getting them. I wish they would just let us play Diablo 4 already. I am ready for it. I wonder if there's other people. Like I said, I don't look up the channels too much. I wonder if there's a bunch of hardcore exclusive channels. Because I feel like that's what I would be. That's what I would want. I could see maybe not doing hardcore the first playthrough if that's what people want, just so that I'm not restarting all the time. But also, I'll probably still do it on hardcore. Like, what am I gonna lose and then I gotta play the game? Oh no. Oh no, I get to play the game more. Aw, shucks. Darn it, I love this game and I have to play it. Urgh. Oh, don't hit me with that axe now. That trap was all like, hey man, let me ask you a question. Am I right? Am I right? Anybody? Any fans of humor in the chat? You guys are all like, yeah, well, we're all fans of humor, and we'll let you know as soon as we hear some. Don't worry, I can do the hate for you. You don't even have to type it. I'll beat you to it. Oh, Chaos. You have been found wanting. Your stream is a little bit behind, and I called you out before you even typed it. That's just the way it is. Well, this lady looks cool. Hey, don't be flying up and away. Let me beat-a-size your face. Okay, dude. I guess just right when I stand there, that's when we're gonna drop from the ceiling. And we're just gonna do that. That's what we're gonna do. Alright. I'm waiting for her to jump again, because I know it's coming. Then when she lands, that's when she's getting the old ulti. Get me out of that red nonsense. Away! I didn't even have time. Kirla says we'll talk about it later. You are definitely one of my people. That is for sure. Alright, what happens when I die? I've never died before. Funny thing is, I tried to press LB, which was my old potion button.
It's over. Come, let us return to the tower's entrance.
Yes, I would like to be resurrected, and thank you.
My health returns.
Oh, that's them loots. Nothing crazy impressive, but I think that's what you gotta get used to in this game. Not gonna be a lot of legendary drops happening. Open inventory to view your rare item. Look, bro, you got rare item. Would you like to equip rare item? Yes, I would. Ooh, we got some nice little glovies. Some booties. We got that booty though. Some pantaloons. Nice. Transfer. And that's it. That's some good upgrades.
What can I do for you?
I like that they put the blacksmith every time. They're like, I know. You need this. You want this. Easy. Easy claps, mate. Proof of the booty. Is that why you guys want me to get a camera? So you can see the booty? I'm gonna have to get one of those Wonder Bras what pushes my chest together. That's the way you get views. If you're streaming and you got a little cleave going on, that's all it takes, just a little bit of cleave. I could have been a contender. I don't know why that's 0% and it's like, hey, come look at this. Is it because of her? Alright, something's trying to fight me. What do they want, bro? Is it from these? Have I done it? Okay. Well, that was not super clear. Or, I'm a dumb. Either way. If you want to be an Instagram model with a fat butt, all it takes is tight leggings. Just pull those leggings up until you can see the O-ring. That's not good advice. Hey girl, you got those pants so high I could smell your lunch. I'm sorry. I apologize immediately. Don't wait for the apology video. It's already here. Stop giving me I hate that. When they give you notifications about spending money. That's the worst. And filters. Good poses, you're right. You gotta have the good poses. It is the way. Alright. Let's see the waypoint to the Sanguine Ruins. It's Kasia.
And you are triumphant where we
She's got that fantastic hair.
Now I have misjudged an outlander.
Yeah, well, stop being racist then, Kasia. That's an easy solution, you idiot.
That object in your hand, is that shard of the World Stone.
You got that right.
Yes. Its terrible power resurrected
It's
the Countess.
terrible power.
I will trust both you and Kane to deal with it then. I'm sure he'll be relieved to know it is in your capable hands.
Oh. And when you return to Westmarch, please give Kane and
I'm not gonna go give them your love. What form should the love take?
We will continue to ensure the
We talking a hug?
do not return.
Or are we getting some hands involved?
Require our aid.
I think that's an important distinction that needs to be made before we agree on this deal.
Farewell, friend.
Kasha doesn't want to know what object is in my hand. Hey yo! I bet it looks a lot like your profile picture. Am I right? Okay. It's a cleaver filled with dark power about to send her to the Shadow Realm. Wah, wah, wah. Codex again. They're like, hey, I heard in mobile games they like them red dots, so I got some red dots so you can click on some red dots after you're done clicking on your red dots. Don't you love that? I don't even see which one. What do they want? This one? Because I already did that one, and then now I gotta click on again. Like stop. I like to be awarded with things, but stop. Oh hey, look, it's one of them gross meat sacks I gotta click on. Cool, man. That's 3 of 9. Very skeptical about downloading the game on mobile. I mean, I'm playing on PC. I've heard it. I've heard it works really well on mobile, though. You're looking at the layout. I mean, it's the same layout pretty much for all the buttons, and that works well for Adventure Quest for me. Just got to get used to the thumbstick that doesn't exist, which those are okay, but not the best. I probably should have looked at my travel, see if I needed to take a waypoint. But I get a little distracted, and my head is killing me. It kinda sucks, dude. Like, actually, it kinda sucks. I need to refill my water as well. I'm gonna look into putting some salt in there and see how much. I got the sea salt. I don't think I'm supposed to have iodized salt. I don't know. I don't remember. Or maybe that's really important and I'm making a mistake. Maybe I should do research before doing things that are extreme. I have done some, but maybe not enough. Follow the footsteps to Deckard Cain.
There you are.
There you are.
Stay a while.
Stay a while and listen.
Discuss, I'm certain.
Indeed, Kane. Once again, you were right. The shard was already in the hands of evil when I arrived.
Yep.
Many laid down their
Deckard
lives
Cain's always right.
in reclaiming it.
I don't know why he's standing like a question mark right now.
Sacrifice.
Poor guy.
Each shard has only fallen.
You played mobile and never had a problem? You enjoyed it?
It is far past
Nice.
time we were rid of them. Follow me, if you would.
That was a weird route that I took that it took me on. Yeah. I mean, they were being creative. Don't be hating on the AI.
The shards
They were letting me smell the flowers.
corrupting power.
Every time I'm following those footsteps, I'm not paying attention to the game. I'm looking at chats and stuff, trying to make sure I'm caught up. Oh, maybe I should wait for the ritual.
The spell seems to have no effect. It is as if the stones are resisting.
Alright, chill, bud. We'll figure it out.
Guess this
It's
would
gonna
not
be fine.
easy. Even the
He's
ancients
getting worked
couldn't
up.
work together when dealing with shards of
Be
the
careful,
world
man. You got a heart that's maybe not in the best shape,
My friend,
according to your posture.
to lend me your strength if we are to attempt the ritual once again. Can I count on you?
Oh, we doing a spirit bomb?
Stand there, outstretch your arms,
Oh boy.
and focus your mind
It's like, all I need you to do is sit on the floor, close your eyes.
to me.
Never mind, I can't finish that, or I will get canceled. You know, sometimes you just gotta be a little careful. We playing on hardcore here, and if I say the wrong thing, I lose my whole character. Yeah, what did you think was gonna happen? Think Martha Stewart was gonna pop out and teach us how to broil a turkey or something? Oh great, now there's tentacle grass. That's exactly what I warned you about. Hey, how about you don't? How about you don't? Give me your worst. Oh. Oh boy, they gave me their worst. It's alright. I got something for you. Actually crushing it, like... And I'm like a brand new adventurer. These demons suck. Diablo's weak. Even though, I guess in this game, Diablo is immortal.
I'm fine. But that was not supposed to happen. The
You think so?
corrupted by Bale's influence. I'm sorry.
It's about time, Pat. Come on.
I'm truly at a loss.
I thought about streaming that this morning, but my stream last night of this game got cut very short, so I wanted to make sure I had a decent amount of experience in it before I made my decisions one way or the other. My only decision so far is that I want to keep playing.
And that will take some time.
And the other thing was I tried to see if anybody was on Adventure Quest to stream,
Why don't you
and nobody was on, so I decided this was the way.
know she'll want to hear about how things went in the Dark Wood. Hopefully, by the time you two are finished, I'll know more.
Hopefully.
There's hope, Kane. I'm sure you will find something.
Yeah, Kane.
There you are.
Best way to advertise a game towards you is to see big
Exhausting.
bombalambas.
Kasha, oh, they're alive.
Big old
Remember the
badonka
old
honkers.
statue in the palace court?
Sorry, I don't want to get too creative with my language here. Alright, I'm following Charcy, who looks nothing like the old Charcy, by the way. Must have got on AQ3D after it started?
They call it the
Yeah.
Challenge Rift. Apparently, it connects to strange realms filled with monsters.
I need to just
Adventurers are
grind out all the rest of the main stories,
who's the best at killing the thing.
but I almost just don't want it to end, you know? I wonder if that's why I struggle to finish games like Skyrim and the Harry Potter game and all that.
That's interesting.
Because I don't want it to end. So instead I just don't play it, because then it's never over. I get right up to the end and then never finish. Did the same thing with Elden Ring. Maybe I should stream that and actually finish the game for once.
I've never been inside myself, but it sure brings a lot of people to my forge.
She did not say that the right way. She meant to say, I've never been inside myself, but sure brings a lot of people to the forge. But what she actually said was, I've never been inside myself.
When you're done,
So maybe a mistake in the voice acting, but that's a little suggestive. Downloaded Diablo Immortal as well. Now you can be a part of the talk. Hey, if you like it, maybe we'll start a war band. I'm riding solo. I always do a group, so this time I'm going to ride solo. Elden Ring is fantastic, but it's very difficult and can be frustrating to people who are not accustomed to the way those games work. But I'm a fan. Dang it, I gotta let go of my stick when I'm doing a LT. The old left trigger. Keep aiming my circle way out in the middle of no man's land. And it ain't ideal. Hey man, don't be putting those localized storms on me. I already live in a tundra. I don't need this. I don't need this from you. Rift progress. So I'm glad to see that they have rifts in the game. I'm just a little sad that you can't chain farm, because every now and then I like to do an hours-long rift farming session. They can be fun. So that'll be the biggest struggle for me, is getting 6 legendaries and then being done for the day. With the farming of those materials, anyway. Plenty of other stuff to do. They're just not related to getting direct gear upgrades. I think people, the YouTube creators / Twitch streamers need to be a little more careful sometimes. They can murder potentially good things. Like, because of the hate that this game got, that really was bad for mobile gaming. If people were more constructive with their criticism, I feel like we could have had a second try that could have been better. Maybe even with a different intellectual property. But now everybody's gonna be like, well, mobile games, those are a curse. Don't make those or you're ruining your entire IP. When really it's not making a mobile game that does that. It's being greedy and a piece of garbage. That's what does it. Don't be a piece of garbage or you'll ruin your IP. Is the lesson they should have learned, but not the one that they actually learned. They were constructive at first. That was not my experience. My experience was directly, exactly from the moment it was even announced. It was pure hatred. That is what I recall. Even before the game was released, people were ready to hate it. And that is why when it was released, people were ready to absolutely shit on it. And unfortunately, Blizzard gave them a really good reason to do that. And the thing is, the reason people were so ready to hate it when it was announced is because they were quite sure that that this is exactly what would happen with the pay-to-win stuff. Saw the oil paintings. I'm glad you liked. It's by no means all of them, but it's the 2 most recent ones that I did. The one with my grandpa didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, but you can't hate yourself too much, right? They're not all going to be perfect. And my kid made a comment about it. He's like, man, why did you paint him so cheeked up? Why did you give him so much cheek? And I'm not going to lie to you. I toned it down from the picture. Apparently, Grandpa was packing. Hey, look. We're level 30. We dated. I'm empowered! Clan's unlocked. Does that mean I can make a clan? I don't care about joining the most powerful clan, but making a clan is cool. I just don't like making clans on games that I'm not 100% committed to, because I don't want people to get the idea that I am for sure making a clan and this is our new life together. You know? Yeah, I think playing Diablo on PC is the way. I just tried to kill the townspeople because I was reading chat. I guess we're probably safe to look at our gears then. Show me the gears. There's one. There's a little upgrade for you. Clans. I don't want to join a clan. We want to create a clan. Does it cost me anything? It costs 3,000 of those. What are those? I don't know, but I have 0 of them, so we're not doing that.
Or the car bag.
Thanks. I might not be able to drive the thing. My skull feels like it's exploding, and I might take some actual drugs about it.
Well, I figured if you were in pain, you'd probably want to walk instead of drive. Or drive.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold off. I don't suppose you'd want to give me a little drip drip in the drank, as they say. That's how people say that in the streets, right? That's a normal way to ask somebody to fill your water up. Get some drip drip in my drank. What
What do you need?
what is wrong with me?
Hey, look
You know,
who it is.
every time
Challenge rift went well, huh?
it takes somebody like me, guys, who's not
We can solve
afraid of sounding like a total dickhead
nothing
to make cool new sayings. Okay? Every new saying that's super cool, somebody was risking being a total dickhead when they said it. Now, sure, I'm in the realm of being still a dickhead, but one of these days I'm going to land on one of them that you all will love forever. And I will have changed your life in some small way. I can tell my wife wants to talk to me, so I'm going to mute for just a second. I have returned. I exist. I hope you didn't all hear that. I hope I muted appropriately. Otherwise, that was, you know, that's for you to know now. I'm sure somebody will tell me. It's alive! Yeah, sorry. You know, the wife is important too. You gotta treat your people right. That is the way of the panda. You didn't hear it? Good.
Welcome, most esteemed.
Cause it's
hail
personal.
Winton's Grand
Oh my
Market,
god, stop trying to get
officially
into our
certified
personal
by Westmark
things.
and a guaranteed fair trading ground. If you
Monk
wish
is
to
fun. Why did I never
sell,
play it? Says
we will
Chaos.
gladly aid you for the
It looked fun. There was a time when Monk was my favorite, but I'm pretty happy
look.
with this here class.
New goods arrive all the time.
See, also the thing is, guys, when we're looking at Diablo Immortal to play here, maybe you have no interest, or like me, maybe you have slight interest. This is just bridging the gap until the other game comes out. So, if the worst thing that happens is we steal a little bit of fun for free from this game, and then play Diablo 4, I think that's fine.
I should check on Kane.
I have lots of
Maybe
hilts.
I've learned more about the stones.
Look at that guy being all purple. Bum 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 bum. I don't know why Harry Potter has been like so in my brain lately. That game came out and it like reignited the fire. For a while, my wife and I would watch the entire Harry Potter series like every fall. That is the time to watch the Harry Potter movies, as we all know.
Kane, how
And then for a couple years we didn't do it,
have you found
and we would talk about doing it. We never did it. And we played that game, and now it's all I think about.
I've made quite
I don't know why.
breakthrough.
Might actually watch the Fantastic Beasts movies. Look at that. Look at that drawing. That's the kind of drawing that I wish that I could have done in high school. I wish I was at that level in high school. And I feel like if I was there, maybe I wouldn't have let so many things get in the way. But that was the type of drawing I was very into in high school. I could copy a drawing like that, but I couldn't make one.
Seems he hid a number of archives throughout the world.
Now I'm probably at the point where I can
Research
make
shows
that.
At least one of his libraries survived.
In my own style, of course, because everybody's got their own style. Deckard Cain, shut up.
growing late? I should hurry.
Growing late. I should hurry to the tavern. Yeah. We finna party. Head to the Wolf City Tavern. What do I do? It doesn't have my footsteps on the ground. What do I do, guys? I can't live without them. You're fighting Ain's Ol Gown. I don't know what that is. From Overlord in Adventure Quest. Yeah, Adventure Quest has a lot of references. And so if you feel like that's what you're fighting, it's probably intentional. They love to do that. Hey, Bartender Bailey.
To the Eastern lands, and a friend told me that I might find help in this tavern. Would you know anything about that?
Yeah, now what you know about that?
Your friend's a wily one, whoever they are. Yeah, you're in the right place. But the guy you're looking for is outside. Pirates tend to get a little rowdy.
Indeed, indeed.
What was that noise?
Being a pirate would have sucked, by the way. I don't know if you understand the true logistics of the housing situation that is a pirate ship. That's a nightmare.
Right. I'll take a look.
And you're pretty sure you can't trust anybody around you and you're locked in a ship. Just hoping for the best. Alright, I have left the tavern, but I'm pretty sure they wanted me to leave the tavern from another direction. Okay. Now it triggered. Oh, here's the guys what wanted to fight me. Easy. Jack Tar Brute. How about I show you a swift
Get out
death?
here before the guards arrive, and don't look back.
Don't let people like that go. You must end them. In Minecraft. In Minecraft, guys. I'm not talking about in real life. But if anybody ever treats you like that,
They seemed misguided but harmless.
you gotta take them out.
Besides,
In
we're
Minecraft.
here to find a captain willing to make the journey to the Eastern lands. You seem to be the man this letter was intended for.
You what?
I'm gonna go back.
So soon?
I don't have that long. I have to.
Did you eat?
I have some celery and ranch.
Love you, bye.
Bye.
It looks like we need to let him see that. The time has come for me to call in an old favor. This adventurer carries the fate of the world on their shoulders. Please take them where they need to go. That's that Deckard Cain voice right there. Finally being applied to literally Deckard Cain. Kane's calling in his favor, eh? Must be important. We're going to the old Shasta Sea. Oh boy, the old Diet Shasta Sea. We're heading to the docks, mate. Whoa, here we go. I really wish this had hardcore. I'm just saying. Just being honest, you know?
You've made it.
You've made it.
Worked then. Here, I have something for you.
If you've never heard the old Deckard Cain, I'm telling you. Now, I don't like to brag, and I usually don't think I'm very good at most things. But my Deckard Cain voice is way closer to the original one than his. Had I only but known that they needed a voice actor, I would have applied. Chaldeum. We going over to Chaldeum. I'm doing it. Now let's go. It is time. Alright. Chaos Cavern. The cutscene's coming up. You can watch it right now. Or not. The first time you ever have gone to the desert and not got a cutscene.
I'll make this easy, you double-crossing rat.
Savesu, how could you?
And maybe you'll live long enough to scurry away. Look at that, so. A stranger from out of nowhere to save you, huh?
Oh, baby. I want to get with you and take your picture. 'Cause that butt you got has me something. And I got a really cool item. And I'm picking it up right now. Just a bit of tough love, he says. Hey man, I like what I like. And I like occasionally losing my characters. I like getting good enough at the game that I don't lose my characters, but hey. Not a lot of people are willing to start off a game like this playing on hardcore. So that must mean that there's something wrong about my brain. No, you're not getting help until I see what I got. I gotta have my best equipment ready. I have to visit the identifier. And I can't do that yet?
Who were they?
Oh my gosh.
That is a question no
I think that there's a market for somebody playing hardcore. I'm sure that there's already people doing it, but I'll be able to entertain my own portion of people. And I think it's going to be good.
Don't you grab the key of Tiago and free me? Then we can talk.
The thing I really want to do, that I really want to learn, is to figure out how to quickly get the clips from my live streams. And I'm thinking that one thing that I could do is just when something really interesting happens, I could write down where I'm at in the stream. Now that interrupts the stream a little bit, and it interrupts it at kind of the better times. Or maybe I could have, maybe I finally need a mod. Or a set of mods where hopefully one of them will be on. And then I can just call out the time and they will send it to me in a DM. Then I wouldn't have to stop doing what I'm doing. That could be interesting. I don't really want to, I don't care about having mods for like policing people. But maybe assistants that help me do stuff that I need. That could be cool. I'm sure Miranda would do that if she ever showed up to the stream. I would ask Snaga, but he's always working during the stream as well.
I'm looking for a library of an ancient mage. It is said to be buried beneath.
It's kind of a lot to ask of people because sometimes I stream a lot. The old panda assistants.
A little too forthright for these sands, friend. You never know who may be listening. But yes, I know of what you say.
All right, Jafar.
Come, we can discuss these things in a safer place. Welcome to the
All right, take me to somebody who's going to identify my items. Ooh, monstrous essence. I heard that's one of the few things that you can infinitely grind. And it's a way to continue getting a ton of XP. Maybe not a ton, but steady progress on XP. And all you do is run around in circles, killing the bad guys. Can't believe I'm still coughing, bro. Oh, hey, it's more, more of these. Man, why am I coughing so bad?
The sand scorpions have never forgiven us for leaving.
Stupid sand scorpions.
As a strength they lack.
Give me my gold.
You'll see.
Bitch better have my money.
It's not like
Pay me.
guards to
Watch out.
lying down
On me.
on duty.
The Amber Blades.
What has happened?
You know why they call it the Amber Blades? They call it the Amber Blades because he pees on it to try to infect people.
Those damn beasts.
He didn't realize that it was sterile because they don't have science.
It's not all sand.
But I'm sure if you get pee inside your wound, it's not good.
Need all the blades we can get. Of course, of course. Take my friend here, and I will join you once I have taken care of this man's grievous wounds.
I don't know. I'm just saying stuff that shouldn't be said at this point. That's the new name of the stream. Rage Panda 1 says things that nobody should ever say. I bet the scroll person is the identifier.
That was quite the find.
Oh yeah, we got the Watcher's Salvation, baby. Critical hit damage increased. Sentry maximum number active increased by 1. And max charges increased by 1. Dang it! I don't want to use sentries, but now I have to. If I didn't, I would be a fool. Surely this is better than the offhand one, right? Yeah, by a lot. Oh boy. How do I make this go to the right place? How do I unequip you? This one? Remove. Stop, bro! Can I just drag the item, please? Why? Why is it... Is this a main hand thing? What am I missing? Where does it say it's main-handed? It has to specifically say that it's an offhand? Lies. Oh, this one has a shield on it. This one does not have a shield on it. Okay, that's dumb. That is dumb, and I ain't scared to say it. I'll say it with my whole chest. That is dumb. Did I see the dance videos? Do you mean the twerky ones? Otherwise, I'm not sure which dance videos you mean. But I did see the twerky ones, and they are hilarious. I'll kill him. I'll kill him dead. I suppose I should probably switch my skills. I should probably use the thing that I have a thing for. Fine. The old bird twerk. I can just have them all out. That's cool. And they actually take a little bit of aggro and take a bit of damage before they die. That's also cool. Still, not my favorite. I'm not gonna lie, the desert area is kind of making the headache worse. I might not play too long here. Because it's so bright, man. The ones with the Asian hotties. No, I did not see those, but if you want to send them to my DMs.
Friend is a strong word. Look around you.
Or were you... Are you talking about when you linked some names and you were asking me to Google the names? Because I don't remember the names.
Over here. This
But I believe you. Give me an offhand or give me death. I hate when you don't use a skill and then they just live forever with no hit points. That is the worst. Alright, I can tell that this desert is like really actually making my head hurt way worse. And I think I'm gonna have to pop off the stream. Cause it was I was fine when it was just bad, but now that it's getting worse, I'm not feeling so fine about it. Not feeling so fine, because that is bright. Maybe let me try to maybe lower the stuff. Warm, cool, vintage. I want vintage. Give me vintage. Yeah, let's just go all the way dark. Is that my only option? Is this going to be better? I'll try a little bit. We'll see. We'll see how I do. It's definitely not as bad. I do like Demon Hunter. Oh, don't do that. Oh, I can feel it pulsing in my head. It's the worst. Why am... Oh, untie ropes. I thought that said untie robes. I was like, what? No, I'm not going to stay streaming. I can't. It's hurting. But thanks for stopping in, Savesu. Thanks for contributing a great deal to the chat today. That's always a pleasure for me. Unfortunately, just due to my headache, I'm going to have to make it another short stream. You know, 2.5 hours ain't too bad. But, you know, I like to go a little longer than that. I am really enjoying this game. I think that it's something that I can play and be happy with for now. So I think the new mission is going to be... I want to play Adventure Quest just for fun with the homies, and stream that when we got people on who are gaming. Maybe I should make a schedule, and then I'm also going to stream this game, and possibly start making some videos talking about my progress, and when I hit the paywall, we're going to be talking about that. You're almost to the desert zone, and I log. Yeah, I got to, man. It hurts. Traker, you're right at the last second. My headache is getting the better of me, and I gotta close her down. But so far, I'm really enjoying this game, and I'm gonna be playing a lot more of it, continuing to have fun. And it's so fun that even if the paywall is so bad that it's like that character is dead to me, I might actually play through on a different champion just to see what we got going on. So I would highly recommend playing it for free, and if you do play it, I would really extremely highly recommend don't spend any money on this game. Do not spend any money on this game. That's the one super bad thing about it. Like I said earlier, everything in the game that you purchase, you know what you're getting, you know what you're paying for, and that's fine. Sometimes you're paying just to increase chances and make things a better drop rate, but you still know what you're paying for. So Bloodline was worse in that you didn't always know what you were paying for, and you didn't always get what you were supposed to, and if they screwed you over, they just told you to go take a hike. In this game, it's not going to be like that, but I still don't think it's worth spending money on. I think we can have fun playing together, and I'm comfortable now saying that I'm going to play it enough where if people want to start getting in groups, I'm going to do that. But don't spend money on the game, please. And not for my sake. And definitely if you spend money, do so at your own peril. But for now, I want to thank everybody for coming out to the stream and watching. I have been Rage Panda 1, and I'll see you guys in the next one.